Hello students. In this video, we're going to talk about how to get a Gmail account. You need a Gmail account to access your Google Classroom for online learning. Please note that for computers, iPhones, Android phones, and tablets, the process might be slightly different, but the basics are roughly the same. The first thing that we're going to do is review our learning goals. I can understand and use these vocabulary words: email, log in or sign in, click, mouse, log in and log out, open, close. Our second learning goal: I can set up a Gmail account. If you already have a Gmail account, please help a classmate who does not. First, let's discuss what is email. Email is electronic mail. The E stands for electronic. Here we have a picture of traditional mail, and then on the right we have a picture of what looks like inside somebody's Gmail account. There are many kinds of email. Gmail is only one kind of email. What are some of the other kinds of email that you can think of? Some other services that offer email are hotmail.com, yahoo.com, outlook.com, and yahoo.fr. Even if you don't have a Gmail account, you may have an email account through one of these services. Now let's talk about the words open and close. We can open and close many things, like a door or a window. We also use open and close to refer to email. When we want to open or close an email, we use a mouse to click. Why do you think we call it a mouse? Well, if you think about it, it kind of looks like a mouse with its little compact body and a long skinny tail. In the case of the computer mouse, that is the cord that connects it to the computer. Earlier I said we use the mouse to open and close the email. Now we're going to talk about the vocabulary word click. When we click on the mouse, it means we use the mouse to do something on the screen. When you click, you use the first finger of your right hand and you click on the left-hand side of the mouse where the red arrow is. Now we're going to talk about log in and log out and sign out. When we come to class, we write our names in the book. That is signing in for class, and it lets the teacher know that you're there. When you're on a computer or a phone and you're going to your own personal account for something, you log in. This lets the computer and the program know that you are there and you want to use it. When we say log in, we mean type your name and your password. When we say log out, we mean you close your account. You should always close your account to be safe. I know many of us do not usually close our accounts on our personal devices, but particularly when you are in the computer lab or using a school machine, you need to log out to keep your account safe. Okay, let's take a quick minute to review. Which one is email? The picture on the right or the picture on the left? Email is the picture on the right. What do we mean when we say log in? Does log in mean to start or to end? Log in means to start. What's another way to say log in? Sign in is another way to say log in. Do you use a mouse or a pencil to log in? If you are doing something on the computer, you use a mouse to log in. Now we're going to discuss passwords. A password is a collection of letters, numbers, and symbols that you remember. You want a safe password. You want a password that no one can guess because this keeps your account secure. When you put in your password, you're telling the machine and the program that it is you. So let's take a moment to practice what safe or unsafe passwords might be. The first password we're going to look at is 1234. Do you think this is safe or unsafe? One, 2, 3, 4 is an unsafe password. It is short, it is common, and it is very easy for somebody else to guess. Our next password is GTT capital W 09 exclamation mark. Is this a safe or an unsafe password? This is a safe password. It is not common, and it would not be easy for someone else to guess this password. Now let's look at another password. 11221979. Is this a safe or an unsafe password? This is actually an unsafe password. It looks like it might be safe because it appears to be just random numbers. But when you break it down, it's actually a date. Never use your birthday or your child's birthday or your husband or wife's birthday for a password. Those are very easy to guess. The next password we're going to look at is Joseph1213. Is this safe or unsafe? This is an unsafe password. You should never use your name as part of your password. Don't use your name, don't use your children's name, don't use your spouse's name. Names are very easy to guess from someone who knows you. The next password we're going to look at is $HFFE051. Is this a safe or unsafe password? This is a safe password. We have a combination of letters, numbers, and what they call special characters. The $sign is what's called a special character. These are not easy to guess, and they are very safe for passwords. Okay, now we're going to look at actually getting a Gmail account. Again, if you already have a Gmail account, you really do not need to watch this video. You are good to go. Go ahead and watch the videos about using Zoom and Google Classroom. If you do not have a Gmail account, though, stick around. When it comes to names and passwords, there are a few things you want to keep in mind. The first, use your first and last name if possible, not for your password, but for your username. That is a good choice for job applications. So try and stick with a combination of your first name and last name, or first name and last initial, something along those lines. The second thing to keep in mind for passwords, use letters and numbers that are easy for you to remember, but hard for someone else to guess. Again, your password keeps your account safe, and it means nobody can get into your account. So you want something that you can remember, but that others cannot guess easily. Third, write down your password in a safe place. We have many passwords these days, and it's easy to lose track of them. Go ahead and write your password for your Gmail account and your Google account, or your Google Classroom account. They will be the same. Write them down in a safe place. Now, step 1 in creating a Gmail account is to go to www.gmail.com. What you see on the screen here is what you will see when you go to this address. At the bottom, It says Create Account. See where the black circle is on the screen? Click there. Click on Create Account. After you click Create Account, you will see a blue rectangle, and you can see it here, it's circled in black, a blue rectangle that says Next. Click Next. Now the sign-up form for Gmail will appear. Choose your name. So you're going to put in your first name and your last name, and our example name here is Elena Casarosa, and then she uses a username that is a combination of her first initial, E, and her last name, Casarosa. You'll notice she also has a number 3 after it. Sometimes the username you choose will already be taken by somebody else. In that case, Google will give you some examples of other names that you could choose that are the same or similar. You can see an example of this with the blue suggestions on the screen. If the name you want has already been taken, you can choose one of the Google suggested names that are available. The next step that you will take on this same sign-up form is to choose a password. It says use 8 or more characters with a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. Symbols are those special characters we talked about, like the $ or the exclamation mark. You'll type in your password once, and then you'll type it in again where it says confirm password. When you have finished with both of these steps, you will see a blue rectangle at the bottom that says Next. Here it has been circled with red arrows. Click the blue rectangle for Next. Now, Google is going to want to verify that you are who you say you are. Step 4, Google asks you to verify your phone number. Enter your phone number and then click the blue rectangle that says Next. After you do this, Google will send you a text message with a code. You will see a box that says Enter Verification Code. That's where you write the number that Google sent you, and then click the blue box that says Verify. Here, the blue box that says Verify is circled in red arrows. The 6th step is to enter your birthday. So they will ask you for your birthday. You will choose the month, the day, and the year. The next step is to ask you to identify your gender. So you will choose male, female, or whatever the options that Google gives you. When you are done with this step, click the blue rectangle that says Next. Here it is circled with a red circle. The next thing Google will ask is if you want to add your phone number to your account. You do not have to do this, and it is much easier if you don't. For this step, we recommend click Skip, and you can see the word Skip in blue. Click on that. Step 7 is read Google's rules and click I agree. This just tells Google that you agree to abide by their terms for privacy and usage. Click the blue rectangle that says I agree. And now you have a Google Mail account. You are now the proud owner of a Gmail account. So click Sign Out, because remember, you want to sign out of your private accounts on all shared devices. All right, so now let's take a minute to practice signing in to your new Gmail account. Go to www.gmail.com. You will see this screen pop up when you type in that address. Type in your username, which is your email address, and type in your password. When you have entered your username and password, click Next. When you are finished, remember to log out, especially if you are in a lab or at the library. If you do not, other people can see your account. To log out or to sign out of your Gmail account, click Sign Out. You can see here it is circled with red arrows. Okay, so the last thing that we need to cover is, did you get a Gmail account and are you able to sign in and sign out of it? If yes, fantastic. If no, please contact your teacher and we can help you set this up either over the phone or in a lab somewhere. Thank you.